I had a chance to sit down and talk to Elias Ek, author of the book How to Start a Business in Taiwan, about his thoughts on foreigners starting businesses here. Here's our conversation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Elias Ek. I'm from Sweden originally, but I've been here in Taiwan for the last 18 years. I own and have co-founded a few companies in Taiwan. One of them is Inspire, a telemarketing firm. And I am also the author of a book called How to Start a Business in Taiwan, basically helping foreign entrepreneurs in Taiwan to figuring out how to get their business off the ground.
What is the foreign business community like here in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, and especially Taipei, there is a great foreign business community. I'm a member of the French Chamber. I'm on the board of directors there because we do a lot for SMEs. I'm a member of the Swedish Chamber. I do a lot of work with the Canadian Chamber, which also does a lot for startups. And I really enjoy working with these organizations.
How do foreigners usually end up here in Taiwan? And what is it about Taiwan that makes them want to start businesses?
Well, the great majority of foreigners that start a business here came here for another reason. They came here to do another job or to join family and so on. And once they are here, they find out that Taiwan has great opportunities for them as entrepreneurs. But why would somebody start a business in Taiwan? Well, for example, product development. Taiwan is still above pretty much any other country in the world when it comes to doing hardware and software. You can do it cheaply. All your suppliers are, within convenient travel times. They give you good payment terms and so on. So anybody who wants to develop a hardware product with software in it and so on should really do it in Taiwan.
Would you say Taiwan is welcoming of foreigners starting businesses?
I would say, it's also, in most cases for regulations and so on, Taiwan is actually quite relaxed. Now there are challenges for foreigners here when it comes to banking, when it comes to immigration law and so on. But overall, it's still a good place to run a business.
What are some of the challenges foreigners face while working here?
So one of the big challenges just being a foreigner in Taiwan is because, for example, the ID number that the foreigner gets assigned to them has a different format from the Taiwan national ID number. And then it's just one of those small but annoying issues that everywhere you go when you want to buy something or sign up for something, suddenly their computer system won't accept your ID number. And this is just stupidity. It's unnecessary headaches. And the government is aware of it, but they haven't yet done enough to fix it. So hopefully they will very soon. Another issue is with banking. Taiwanese banks are very suspicious of foreign customers, and actually, I would actually say that the biggest problem is that they don't segment enough. Meaning, for a Taiwanese banker, a person who is fresh off the boat, so to speak, is in the same category as somebody who's lived here for 20, 40 years, okay, and just as unlikely to then be trusted with a credit card. So what we need is actually for the bankers to just do what they're supposed to do, which is risk assessment on what kind of person somebody is and what their financial situation is. But that's something that has to change in order for people to really be able to run a business here properly. You can imagine if you don't have a credit card, you can't buy cloud services, for example, and that's an issue.
Have you noticed any concerted efforts being made to make things easier for foreigners here?
So for the last few years, the Taiwan government itself has come to the conclusion that they actually need to encourage foreigners to move to Taiwan because of the brain drain that is happening and because of low birth rate and so on. Taiwan government, the top level, has come to the conclusion that we need more foreigners to move to Taiwan. One of the things that they have instituted is what they call the entrepreneur visa. It's a visa where up to 3 founders can get up to 3 years of visa in Taiwan while they are working on starting their business. And this is a new type of visa that hasn't been publicized enough, and it's also been a lot of confusion about how to get it and so on. But hopefully, those problems will be solved so that more foreigners can apply for it. Another one would be just awareness. It used to be when I introduced the foreign started a company to a Taiwanese politician or government official, that they would say, "Oh, Waishan Gongsi, it's a foreign company." So, no, it's not a foreign company. It's a Taiwanese company started by a foreigner. But these days they are now starting to understand that there are quite a few foreigners in Taiwan that are starting things, that are contributing to society and making things happen.
Do you think the government will become more entrepreneur-friendly in their policies in the future?
In the last election, there were quite a few young legislators, young meaning, in their 30s and 40s, and maybe people that haven't really grown up in the political establishments that were voted into legislature. Many of them speak great English. Many of them have been entrepreneurs in the past, and so on. So they have a different understanding for Taiwan's location in the world and what Taiwan needs and so on.
That was Elias Ek, serial entrepreneur and author of How to Start a Business in Taiwan. For ICRT News, I'm Alex Lewis.